YouTube video in 3, 2. Y'all see him? Oh fuck. Hey YouTube! It's actually.
Was your kid an accident?
Was my kid an asshole?
What? Was your kid an asshole? I mean, I feel like at the age of 2 to 4 to 5, they are the meanest fucking kids ever. It's up for them.
That should have been a question. Was your kid?
Was your kid an accident or planned?
Ooh. Surprise. Ooh, she was an accident.
Why are like half of these women like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like half of the women that they have up here are like from this generation on, right? So you know how you link with the sneaky link, you do, and then y'all fuck it up, right?
Meanwhile,
now you take a test, boom, it's fucking up, you're pregnant. Now you're showing them it wasn't planned, it meant to be a quick fuck, a little bust, and then that's it. Nah, now you got a baby on the way. This is what happens when we don't wear protection. Men, women.
So what happened was,
Ron, a sneaky link's insane.
Didn't know
if you and your sneaky link love each other, but y'all don't tell each other that, hey, it's bound to happen. I know some people that
I was pregnant until 6 months in. I honestly thought I was very bloated. I was like, oh.
Bloated?
So I went to the doctors.
Right.
They were like, oh, congratulations, you're pregnant. I was like, yeah, fucking right.
Huh? Wait a minute. What?
That's
I was
crazy.
supposed to have my period and I did not.
Was your kid an accident?
I found out when I was 3 months pregnant, and I actually had 2 periods.
Were you just spotting at that time? Or
No, full on 5 days.
wow.
Yeah.
By the time I found out, I was already 4.5 months. So it was kind of like, shit, we're in it.
And you find out when you start getting real big. And
That's the thing. Y'all be finding out like halfway in that you're pregnant, and you probably been doing all this other stuff. Like y'all was probably, you know, getting a little tipsy with your friends, going to the club, doing whatever, smoking that banyan type shit. Like bro. So like, I'm not even gonna lie. I went on a whole tangent for about God knows how long. So we're just gonna move to the next part of the clip. Yeah, let's. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like, what's going on?
Asher, you shouldn't
your
even be
kid's
in
an
here.
accident?
My eldest was,
You be in here.
I say surprise. It was a surprise. It was a tequila baby, so.
What do you mean by tequila baby?
Know what you mean?
Laughing over there.
I always used to joke and say tequila gets you pregnant. And then, went to Mexico.
I had kind of.
So is Casamigos is Casamigos tequila?
boy, if you don't.
Were your kids an accident?
Oh my God, no. We really practiced.
Oh.
He was planned.
There was a whole lot of planning.
Mine were very much planned because we adopted all of our kids.
It only
period.
took like 2 months.
We tried for 9 months. Every
That's a
single
whole
month,
pregnancy.
I probably peed on like 5 pregnancy tests. I wanted this baby.
Did you have your kid on purpose?
I was devastated that I was pregnant.
I was terrified.
It was scary.
I was pretty overwhelmed.
Shit.
I just didn't want one with who I was with at the time. Holy shit, I don't even know this guy.
When I
That's
had her, I
real.
wasn't exactly at the best place mentally.
See, you can't just be fucking everybody. You can't just be wanting to bump uglies with everybody. You know? Like, I feel like when it comes to sex, people just do it to have fun and to feel the sensation, feel the motion in the ocean. When really you should be focusing on them books, taking care of your family. Maybe if you're a sibling, taking care of your family. You know, y'all shouldn't be out here trying to bump uglies. Go bump them books and get your dick.
Started my career.
Anyway.
There was not a plan of having a third one. I was very depressed for probably all of my pregnancy. Like,
Damn.
what the hell's going on? Like, man, I'm never gonna have any freedom and stuff, I'll never be free. I'm always
She looked like I'm sorry.
Gonna have kids.
Did you plan on having your kids?
My youngest is actually a failed abortion. I had a full-blown surgical DNC with her, and so apparently they just nicked part of the yolk sac and completely missed her. And so she came out with all her fingers and toes and every body part. So
Damn.
That's good.
Were you just like, should I go get another one?
So I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, can doctors like, can they like fuck up? Like, I know they can fuck up, but like, can they purposely fuck up your abortion just because? What if the doctor did that shit on purpose? I would sue a nigga for that. Hey, but now you got a baby. You should be glad to be a mother. My fault. My fault.
Me and the father were both like, this is
Happy Mother's Day.
Tried to have a medical abortion because we were like, we got shit to do. It didn't fucking work. She's a fucking fighter is all I can say, because I'm not going down.
Were any of your kids accidents?
Yeah. Yes.
If it happens, it happens.
And I'm not gonna be mad if it happens.
They were not planned, but not prevented.
We didn't use any sort of protection. It was hard to stay 6 feet away from each other in a 2-room apartment.
Well, I probably won't even get pregnant. We were just gonna kind of roll with it.
So they were all happy accidents, but kind of planned. I don't know if that makes sense.
Were your kids planned or an accident?
My first one's like a prom night baby.
Prom nights? Oh my god, no. I've seen so many. What the fuck? Kiki, how about you actually just just say welcome. Please say welcome fucking normal. Cause if you like, sometimes I just wanna fucking grab you. Oh shit. My fault. Say hey to YouTube, hey!
Really?
I got pregnant on spring break. So
I thought my parents were gonna kill me.
Woo!
I'm not gonna lie. What if I started up stream and I hit you with the biggest news that I was pregnant? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Cause you know male seahorses can get pregnant. Why can't men get pregnant in real life too?
Is this nigga serious?
You know, cause male seahorses in the sea, they can get pregnant, right? So why can't that also apply to nigga nut? What? Yo, someone get Osher out of here. Yo, nah, because Osher, you're not allowed to say that shit to me after what happened the fucking last time I was streaming, nigga. Like, nigga and me. Like, nigga, you're a minor. Get away from me. Get away from me. Like, that was fucking insane. That was insane.
I was 16 and homeless and a drug addict. I changed everything for her.
when I first became a mom, I was a teen parent. It was the first time I had sex, so I was like, surprise, I'm really sick 3 weeks later. I don't know what's going on.
My mom told me to go to the doctor. You're not eating, you're sick all the time. We set up like this whole plan on what kind of tests we were gonna do and stuff. And then she came back like 30 minutes
Osher, you're not allowed to
later,
use
and
the
she was like,
commands.
yeah, actually, you're pregnant.
You're not allowed to use the commands.
Yeah, I actually fainted.
Oh, you really, like, for real?
I really did, yeah. Yeah, because my dad was out in the waiting room.
How did you tell him?
I didn't. They got a letter in the mail.
You didn't tell your... Okay. What's this video about? Was your kid an accident? Asking 100 moms. Samuel, yo, Kiki, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Behave, please. Behave, please.
From the insurance company.
She wasn't planned
Behave.
by us, she was planned by God.
I had recently decided that I wanted to wait to have kids, and then my dad got diagnosed with a terminal illness 2 months after I found out I was pregnant. I found a journal entry I wrote during that time, and I literally had written in there that I had no capacity for the pregnancy or for the baby because my dad being sick was taking everything from me. There was like a small window where it felt happy, and then it was really hard.
Was your kid an accident?
No, he was planned.
I'm married to a woman.
Oh my God,
so
no way y'all
she
doing
was
this
very,
much.
very, very planned.
I always imagined that I would grow up and have kids.
All right, done with the birth control.
We knew that we had stable jobs and family to support us.
We loved each other. We were ready for that next step.
We planned her. I got pregnant, and it was like 1.5.
Do you think y'all were planned, or do y'all think y'all was like, you know, an ex? It's crazy trying to ask y'all that, cause then like, what if like Am I hidden points? Am I hidden point? Y'all was planned? You were planning them? That's hell yeah, man. I don't know if I was planned or if I was an accident because, first of all, I don't know what my mom and my father were up to. No, my birthday is 9 months after Valentine's Day. Your mama freaky. To fucking press play.
Few times in my life. Did you plan to have your kids or were they accidents?
My
Corny
daughter was an
ass?
accident. I found out I had a
Parties. I do it every... How long did I say I had to... Oh my god. You're so, like... you're so, like... 10 minutes. We're gonna start the timer now. Wow, 10 minutes. You're sad. Why are you sad?
severe case of polycystic ovary syndrome, and I was
Chalk
likely
is
not
up
going
for
to be able
you.
to have kids. And then it was like,
up
well,
for you, buddy.
who cares about contraception? This is not going to happen. And then I have my
got
daughter.
only one piece of
So
hair on my
after
face.
Daughter, I got an
Eat
implant
some
and intentionally
coochie.
took it out
Eat
when I
some
was ready to
coochie.
have my son.
Both
Is
my
coochie
husband and
a
I
cuss
were
word?
told that it would be extremely difficult for us to
Eat some
conceive. We
coochie?
were only married for 2 months before we conceived
Eat some
my
butt?
first son.
Up for you.
And then his other
It's-
brother
you know,
came really quickly after.
full-
So now we don't believe that anymore.
Was your kid an accident?
Literally, we got pregnant right after our wedding.
On our honeymoon. A week after we got engaged.
And we thought it would take longer than it did.
Oh, she brought her baby
We were
with her.
like, oh,
Okay.
you know what? Let 2022 be the year that we try
Insane
for a
advice,
baby.
bro. In order to get some hair on your chin, you gotta eat some butt. Like that's not how things are done. That's not how things are done. You gotta, like Kiki, like never mind.
New year, baby.
Never mind.
My test popped up within 30 seconds, and it was the Dollar Tree test. So when they tell you that the Dollar Tree test is the truth, they really are. They really work.
I ain't hating your dude got a beard.
And I screamed.
Wow, good
I
for you.
immediately grabbed my best friend, took her into my office, and we looked down, and I was like, oh fuck.
He, a man don't know how to act.
Staring
Like,
at it.
oh my
I had
god.
tunnel vision.
And I ran out of the clinic as fast as I
This
could,
Kiki
and I
is
threw the pregnancy test at my partner's head.
Life changing.
Were your kids
Kiki a
planned
child,
or
she
an
don't know
accident?
nothing.
My oldest was planned and my second was a surprise.
It's a happy accident.
But they're still loved.
Kiki's
Shit
Kiki.
they say is wild.
Actually, on my way here today, my son goes, Mom, am I a reminder of you and Dad having sex? And I'm like, where is this coming from? Yes. Did you plan on having your kid or was he an accident?
My family thinks he was an accident, but he was planned.
What do you mean?
I was really, really nervous to tell my family. And so I was just like, I don't know how this happened. The birth control didn't work. No.
Who's the first person you told outside of your partner?
My dad was just, this is what happened.
Speaking of birth control, right? Speaking of birth control, so do you think if a woman's taking birth control, you can still nut in her? Like, make her into a Twinkie? Speaking of Twinkies, I can go for a Twinkie. That's besides the point. What is birth, like, I know birth control kind of limits your chance of getting pregnant, but how much is the percentages really? How much are the percentages really? Because I know once a man hears that his shorty's on birth control, he's smashing raw. Kids swimming in her. Kids swimming in her. Look it up. Can a woman still get pregnant after menopause? That's not what I came here to, You can So all the men that smashing on a girl raw, kids swimming in her, you're gonna be a father soon. It's up for you. You're gonna be a father. Congrats. And a condom doesn't actually always work either, so check your expiration. Check your expiration dates when you're using. That's crazy. Because if I get condoms, I'm filling it up with water. I'm making water balloons.
Happens when you have unprotected sex.
My
Party's
grandma
day too.
had recently passed, and like a month before she passed, I walked in the room and she was like, "You pregnant?" And I was like,
On the
"No,
Lord.
I'm not."
Was
On the
your
Lord, that's
little
what I'm
pee-pee
using.
an accident?
using a
Yes.
condom
Oh,
for.
yeah.
What was it like when you first found out you were pregnant?
Oh, I know immediately. The next morning, I just felt physically different.
I was at my sister's house. We had hot dogs and red Gatorade, and I threw up all over in her bathroom.
Oh.
Was your kid a happy surprise?
Oh yeah, of course. Because when I had my kids, I was 37 already.
Me and her dad were already together. Looking back at the videos of like when we're like finding out, he didn't seem too excited. He seemed so scared. I'm like, babe, why do you look so scared? He's like, I was, but I didn't want to like say that.
I wanted to keep the baby, and I didn't know if that would be a deal breaker for him.
I was more nervous because I was going to have to tell my husband, but I've had like that motherly instinct my whole life.
What I can remember is that I was joyful, I was stressless.
Amazing, excited, more than anything, more than like the job that I have, more than any goal I
Crazy kid, huh? Calling kids kids while being a kid is crazy.
Deciding whether or not to keep her.
But I made it through, and she's good.
It wasn't my
I want to be
accident.
grown.
My
Well, here we are. Welcome to
wife
life.
had him with someone else
Welcome.
Before she was ready to do that. Their accident is mine.
I was about to say a cuss word. Never mind.
That's so corny, but it's
I was about to
true.
say a whole cuss word.
I wouldn't be a parent without that happening. So we don't regret any of it. But yeah, it definitely wasn't on purpose.
No, keep it 100. Keep it 100. It's a game. And guess
What
what?
type of
Keep It
promo?
100 game is now
How
available
far-
at.
Boy, shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care about no promo. Boy.